books we got out. And we got a new spell, which is awesome. Boom, boom, boom. Any year it'll load. Any year now. Did we break it? Oh, we're good. Somehow. Didn't break it. I got karma though. We have 11 karma, which we will spend on things. So we do need to go up to... The more damage we take, the more I want to get more body. What do I get? Intellect. We've been using intelligence for a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna see what that gets me up to. Wisdom. We could get better spell bits. Better spell bits is always good. I think we're pretty much good on our charisma. We have a totem. That's all I really wanted out of that. So the only other things I'd probably spend it on are like dodge. Dodge would be good. But let's get more spell bits. Because I think in total we're going to go up to like 8 total. Which is not the worst. Gotta go to the computer for claiming payment. And of course you would sass and mock, Vandal. Wouldn't expect anything else from you. What do we have? Ooh, we can upgrade Gobbet. Steel Totem, summon... Ooh. We can just, like, destroy a totem. Or steal things. On the chance, maybe steal stuff? Kind of like the idea of stealing other ones instead of destroying it immediately. She can mark something, reduces the ooh. Gains a pistol ability that increases accuracy by 30%. And a chance by a small shot for 1. It costs 2 AP though. I kind of just want to augment and mark the target then. He can gain the ability Mercy Kill. 90% chance to hit who has less than 25% HP. Okay, so it's just like a finishing. Or augment 3 rounds to 2 rounds. Okay. I'm kind of just going to take lethal force because murdering things is fun. Go ability Spit. Ignores all armor. With 4 damage after that. Ranged ability... 12, 1 AP, 2 round cooldown. I'm not gonna lie. Shurikens kind of sound better. I really miss having... Like, I feel like his issue is just not having a ranged attack. So something while closing the distance would be really good. Confirm all. We're good. Awesome. Safe boat. And checking that good old computer. Check your inbox for new messages. 6 new messages. Oh wait, it's jobs directory first. Claim payment for museum run. Submit the job as finished and await the response. A few moments later, a message pops onto the screen. Well done. I've attached the payment, which was 1,600. Nice. You're owed. I trust that you'll keep quiet about what exactly was liberated from Lu's little museum. I've collected the books from Kindly Cheng, or I'll come collect the books from Kindly Cheng shortly. Active, don't have any. Pending jobs, nothing there. Oh, right, because I have to check my inbox first. Geomantic sabotage, attending a party. Let's learn about Raymond Black's history. From Isabel. Duncan asked me to do some digging on my own into Raymond's history. I guess he doesn't trust Kindly Cheng to give him the full story. I can't say I blame him, since she'd hide things from us if it was in her best interest to do so. so I've been poking around various corners of the Matrix, trying to dig up what I can. Most sinners leave a data trail the size of an aircraft carrier in their wake. Working backwards in time, Raymond starts out that way, but it slowly tapers away into nothingness. Sure, I can find some basic records in Seattle. Power, utilities, a couple of public discussion sites he signed up for, but the further back I get, the less I find. And the craziest part is, prior to 2023, I can't find anything at all. That shouldn't be possible. It's like Raymond didn't exist before then. I don't know. I'm gonna keep digging, but it'll take me a while. I'll let you know when I get some news worth sharing. Okay. Urgent task from Kylie Cheng. Little birds have been whispering in my ear about an urgent and high-paying run. Steel Arm Lou, a red pole, managed to get his hands on information concerning a prototype laser weapon in development by Ares Asia Holding. For years, the Yellow Lotus and the Red Dragon have been locked in a cold war. Despite this, we remain evenly matched. Neither one of us can attack the other without being exposed to devastating reprisals. Lou wants to change this, and he has a plan. Rather than strike directly, Lou intends to aim external forces at the Red Dragon, specifically Knight Errant. He intends to frame a white paper fan named Golden Fong, making it appear that the Red Dragon has been bribing Ares researchers for classified data. 2 leading drone and energy weapon researchers have recently transferred from London to Hong Kong and are running the project. Doctors Taylor and Hardingham were respected in Europe, but in Hong Kong they remain unknown quantities. They're untrusted and therefore are considered untrustworthy. Perfect targets, in other words. We will provide data that will make it look as if the researchers were contacted by Golden Fong and made quite a bit of money, but grew tired of the arrangement. Transfer the attached files to a data chip. The files are bundled with a worm program, which will auto-execute when inserted into the appropriate systems. You need to not bring a decker, though one might be helpful. Or you need not bring a decker. Okay. You'll need to plant data in the visitor's record system, the camera systems in Hardingham and Taylor's lab. Financial data is to be transferred to Dr. Taylor's personal terminal. That, in and of itself, will not be enough to ensure Knight Errant involvement. However, planting the data is only the first part of your task. This is where a heavier touch will be required. You will also need to steal the prototype laser weapon. There's a GPS tracking device attached to it, which Lou will plant deep in the Red Dragon territory. The apparent theft of a prototype weapon by a disgruntled Triad member should convince Ares to dispatch overwhelming forces against the Red Dragon, dealing them a vicious blow. As a note, Lou does not care what becomes of the laser weapon. If you wish to sell it or keep it, feel free. I've also attached a map of your extraction route from the building. During the facility's expansion in 2052, Ares Asia was forced to expand their foundations deeper into the island. They drove piles through the former site of the central MTR station, which partially collapsed during the Dalu Bay earthquake of 2044. Particularly, this means that you can exit through the basement directly onto the new MTR line through Central. With any luck, you can be gone without anyone knowing how. Unfortunately, this route is heavily alarmed, so you'll be forced to go in the front door. If you can con the front desk, you should have no problems. The facility is both an office and a residence, so strange people coming and going at odd hours is not unusual. If you're not up to the fast talk, however, be prepared to shoot your way in. Lou does not care if you are loud or quiet, but a word of caution. He came by all of this information via the loose lips of one of the research team. Other fixers know of the job. Move fast, and you are guaranteed success. But there are definitely other Shadowrunners with an eye on your prize. Let's do it. Very well. Steel Arm Lou sends his regards, and bids you good fortune and plentiful ammunition. The dramatic git. Don't die, Orcish slave. Our arrangement has been very profitable so far, and I would hate to lose that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go steal a big-ass laser. Actually, before we leave that, let's go this way. Didn't mean to do that. Go to the stash. We have Wild Aim. Does not stack or AO effects. Next closest ally will. Ooh, that sounds real good. That's just 8 to 12% for 2 rounds. This one is 3 rounds, and the next closest ally gets it too. Nice. I like that. That gives us the 1 willpower. Did we not? What happened when we left? Were we fine with that? Optional, get some rest. Let's try and get some rest. Will we die? Are we gonna die if we take a rest? You wake with a start. Your limbs bound up in a sweaty tangle of linen bed sheets. An incredible sorrow fills your chest. Oh, I can't even speak. Fuck. You feel empty, half-starved, and alone. Fragmentary memories of a half-remembered dream flit through your mind. They're already fading away to nothing. Let's chase them. You close your eyes and concentrate, willing yourself to keep the dream from slipping away. Gradually, the memory comes back to you. The walled city. You were back in the walled city. You don't remember how you got there, but it couldn't have been anywhere else. Even the barrens weren't so squalid. You remember craning your neck to look above you. The buildings that made up this part of the walled city were new construction, even cheaper than the old. Now their foundations had rotted out from under them, and the building leaned into one another like a gang of drunken men. A rain of plaster and asbestos sprinkled down, dusting your shoulders. You began to creep forward, picking your way past the piles of refuse and debris, past the pimps and the dumpster fires, the broken glass and the dirty needles. The air reeked of rot and sewage and industrial waste, a disgusting melange that caught in your sinuses and crawled down your throat. You gagged on the stink, but it didn't slow you down. In the back of your mind, you knew that you had no reason to be doing this. There was nothing for you in the walled city. You shouldn't have even been there. But the rest of you was hungry, unbearably, indescribably hungry. And that part of you knew that if you kept moving, you'd finally get to eat. As you forced your way deeper into the walled city, locals stood at their windows and stared. Inexplicably, some of them dropped to their knees. You kept moving. You could see something in the distance, a silhouette, something enormous, at least twice the size of a troll, but delicate. It was beautiful. The huge figure beckoned you, gesturing with slender limb. An explosion of warmth filled your chest, and you knew that if you could only reach it, your problems would be over. She, would make all your sorrows disappear. You moved forward at a crawl, but the figure felt impossibly far away. You reached out, calling to her, and you woke up. The empty feeling in your stomach slowly fades, taking the strength and vibrance of the memories along with it. Oh god, we're all gonna die. Mainly, I'm gonna die. Alright, let's go take this job. Cutscene. Yeah, well, I mean, I just swear all the time anyways. But that's fair. Thank you. Heading down to the subway, MTR station. Doop-a-doop-a-doo-doo-doo. Getting on a train. Head to the Ares facility. Who do we want to bring with us? I like having Duncan. I kind of like having Gaichu. And... do I want Isabel or do I want Gobbet? Chat? Do you want the shaman, the rat shaman, or Isabel as a decker? We don't have a decker currently. I also could get rid of Gaichu and have Isabel instead. Okay, decker it is. Done. Oh, I hate you both. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm taking both. I don't care. I like Gobbet. I miss Gobbet. Gobbet's fun.